Deception test. Stand clear. Judgment.
I definitely need more energy recharge.
Oh, so sorry.
Everybody stand back. You can't run.
Whoa. Did she just deal 30,000 with an auto attack? Hey everyone, so as I promised you guys in my last video about Pyro Rosaria, I will be updating you whenever I'm done building my sucrose and after I've done all the tests. And so here it is. So let me just try and make this fast as always. What you're seeing here is sucrose instead of Shinchu. And yes, Shinchu does provide me with a lot of CC, but sucrose, it does. I mean, she does have CC, well, some, but she increases Rosaria's damage by so much. I was so surprised. I didn't think she could be this good, even though she is C0. And I did try to get her in this banner, but of course, Hoyuvers are giving me different characters that I don't need, at least not right now. But let's check Sucrose and see her build. So for weapon, I'm going with a sacrificial weapon, of course, for the elemental mastery, and to be able to use her E twice. I have it on rank 4. I just got it to rank 4 like last night. I got one more copy of it. I used to have it on or at rank 3. And if you can see here, I now at this point of this recording, I have her on 600 elemental mastery. But keep this in mind, the showcase that I'm going to show you guys with all the tests, all the damage you're going to see, it was done when I had 400 elemental mastery on her only. So keep this in mind. Wait until the end of the video, because I only tested her once. That was also last night. I didn't want to run more tests, and I didn't want to make the video longer, so I only ran one test, and the damage just exploded there. If you want to see what 600 elemental mastery sucrose can do, or how much damage she can increase my Pyro Rosaria, well, just wait until the end of the video. But as I said again, the whole showcase will I'll be showing the damage that my Pyro Rosaria can deal with sucrose having only 400 elemental mastery. Not to mention, there is still so much more room for improvement. I'm not even kidding. Like the weapon, I still need to level it up. So that's even more elemental mastery there. And when it comes to artifacts, well, of course, I'm going to be using the Viridescent. But take a look at this. For example, I'm using a 4-star piece in here because I don't have a better piece here. It has some elemental mastery, and I'm going to be leveling this up. And I'm going to be using it for now. So it's still +0. It's not even leveled yet. This one has okay elemental mastery and some energy recharge. It's fully leveled. Of course, here I have elemental mastery for sands. This one is the only one that I don't have elemental mastery on. Like no substats, and the main stat is defense. So this is going to be a huge change when I got an elemental mastery goblet. And the last piece is how do I even say the name? Shimenawa's? Yeah, I think that's how we pronounce it. and it's of course Elemental Mastery. I could use something else in here, like for example here I have Elemental Mastery. It's better than this piece. Here as well there's Elemental Mastery. This one has a lot of Elemental Mastery, but if I do switch this piece, then I'm going to have to use this one here, and this one has critical rate, and I don't have any other viridescent circlets that has Elemental Mastery on it. So for now this will do, but the whole point is that there is still so much room to improve. As for the rest of the team, I didn't change a lot. I did change something with Rosaria. I switched back to one of the first builds that I created for her, and that gives me 162 Elemental Mastery. Critical rate is 43, but I still can work around this because I have Kaya, which means I have the Cryo Resonance, and her E also increases her critical rate by another 12% if I land a hit from behind. So as I said, I still can work around this. It's not bad, to be honest. Critical damage 185, and pyro damage is 58.6, so 58, no need to mention the 0.6 here. The previous build I had, it had more critical rate. Let me just show you real fast. I used to use this one and this one, and then in here I used, instead of critical damage circlet, I used critical rate. So with this one, it's the attack is down by about 200. I do have more Elemental Mastery, about 40 Elemental Mastery, but more importantly is with this build it's more consistent, and I may not even need Kaya in this build or in this team. I could use Shinchu, but then I'll be doing Vaporize, yeah. And with Vaporize, I think the damage is less. The multiplier from that elemental reaction is less, and that's why using Kaya is more is better for me. Let's just keep it that way. The critical damage is 144, so it's 144.8, so it's almost 145. So it's about 40% less critical damage. So, and it has more pyro damage, and as I showed you guys in the previous video with this build, the difference is not much. It's about 3,000 to 4,000 damage when it comes to charge attacks, and it's about 1,000 to 2,000 damage when it comes to auto attacks. So yeah, for now I'll definitely be using this one or this build because it's dealing much more damage, and to be honest, I like it a lot. As for weapon, of course, I'm using the only one 5-star weapon that I have in the whole game, the Calamity Queller, and I like it. It has a lot of attack. I did mention this, I'm not going to talk about it more. It just increases my attack by a lot, which I forgot to mention previously in the previous videos. Because I have really high attack, it actually allows me, like whenever I don't have Bennett's ult up, which is very rare because I'm focusing when it comes to Kaya and Bennett, I'm focusing on energy recharge, so I almost always have their bursts up. But when I don't have them ready, all I do is I just deal reversed melt, and I mean I can deal about 21 actually from 19 to 23,000 reverse melt damage with her. So I just use her like anyone else would use a Pyro Rosaria with reverse melt, but as soon as Bennett's ult is up, also Kaya's ult is up as well, that's when the pyro damage starts. Like the pyro damage is really way much higher. So yeah, so this is pretty much what I've done so far. So I'm gonna leave you guys with the clips that I ran the test at. And as I said, if you want to see how much 600 elemental mastery on Sucrose can increase Pyro Rosaria damage, then just stay tuned until the end of the video. As for the rest of the showcase, again, I'm showing all the damage that I could deal when I only had 400 elemental mastery on Sucrose. So with that said, I'm gonna end the commentary section here, and I will leave you guys with the showcase. So I'm gonna see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.
What's the hurry? Approach your top.
Okay, okay. I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but I just noticed it while I'm editing this. Okay, so her ult was dealing 44,000 damage every time it ticks. When it's dealing reversed melt damage. And her charge attack as Pyro, she was dealing 20,000 damage. That's almost the same as when I'm dealing melt damage with her charge attack. So either way, I'm super fine with it. This is just insane. But anyway, most importantly, let's get to the part where I told you to wait for, which is how much pyro damage she can deal with Sucrose when she has 600 elemental mastery. All right, let's go.